group of people to do this game now. I've been wanting to do it for the last 5 years, and finally got enough courage and not to wreck. So, on behalf of my wife and myself, thank you all for coming out. The motorhome's in a mess.
Motorhomes everywhere, games here, games there. Afraid to touch anything because I don't know what's good or what's not. But it lost so much different things. So now I got my home back. Yes. We do appreciate all of it. Yeah, it's been fun. It's one of his checklists that you do the last few years. So there you go. Yeah, got it done. Okay.
Okay, now you can stop talking. I only wanted you to just announce that the tasks are all been written out, but nobody is going to know what the tasks are, including all of us that are working up here. So what he's doing right now is putting them on the table. He's going to mix them all up. So it's not that we predetermined anything. There's nothing premeditated.
Some tasks are more difficult than others. Some are fun, and some could be depending on your dexterity and how quickly you think and how fast you can maneuver yourself from one end to the other. So every activity's got different levels of difficulty. So some of what you have might be really goofy, and some are just straightforward. I'll leave it at that. If this Roxy girl decides to turn around back onto you before she announced upstairs, that means she's pink. So that's a free one. She gets the girl. I'm going to have 3 goals. This is all the contestants are. So there's going to be like a full A and B game tournament, right? So the winners will go into the red bowl, and the losers per se will go into the blue bowl. Every contestant will have a chance of 2 games.
You're doing my job.
I know. But just before they get panicky, some person panic, do I get a second chance? Yeah, you do get a second chance. So if you lose up the first game, you still have the second.
Good evening, everybody at Nk'Mip RV Park. Are you ready for Minute to Win It? My name's Roxy. I'll be your announcer for the evening. You've met my twin sister Lori. She's sick. So anyway, let's get started. Just a little bit about Minute to Win It. It's a 60-second challenge. So you've got 1 minute to try and complete the tasks that are going to be provided for the contestants. The game actually started in 2010. 50 countries are now playing this game. And tonight, the game that you're going to play has been designed by Bernice and Connolly. And it is 3 years in the making, and it's driven Bernice absolutely crazy. So tonight, we're going to put it to sleep. At least till next year. So this is how the game is going to be played. A task is going to be pulled, which Connolly messed up on the table here. So none of us know what it actually is until that task is pulled. So it's not determined by the individual participants that have signed up. Once the task is set up, 3 names will be called. You'll start at this end and work your way through to the 3 tables that are in front of you. When you get behind your table, you put your hands behind your back. So nothing can be touched ahead of time. If the task is not completed, it'll be the closest that gets to that task, because you only have 60 seconds. Again, it's minute to win it. When you're standing here and we're ready to start playing the game, I'm going to ask you the question, are you ready? And the only answer is yes. I don't want to hear anything else, and I've practiced this in my head so many times that I've said yes to Perry more times today than I ever have in his entire life. You need to listen very carefully. when you are up here and the task is read to you. Because some things are, you can use your hands, other things are you don't use your hands at all. So after I read the task, if anybody doesn't understand what was said to them, there's gonna be 3 volunteers who are gonna be with you at your tables, 1 per table. If you don't understand, either turn around and tell me to repeat it, or tell one of them to stop at that point and repeat it. Because we don't want you to start and make a mistake because you didn't understand what the rules were. Is that clear? Okay. So again, if you do make a mistake, you have to start over. And there's only the 60 seconds. You are going to be counted down. So each time after I have said, "Are you ready?" and everybody says yes, then it is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, now.
And that's rehearsal.
Well, that's Connolly's counting system. I'm sorry, it's not count down, it's count up. At that point, I'm going to set the stopwatch on my phone. Once we get to 10 seconds, we'll all have some fun, and we can all count down together, and then we're going to hear this. It's very quiet, so don't worry, I'll yell a lot louder than that. That'll be the end of the time. Is there anybody that wants to know anything further? Any questions before we actually get started? Okay, then let's the games begin.